Hey there, and welcome back to the Longevity Insurance Workout Series. I'm Pam Sano, founder of Fit at 55, and I'm your host for this workout series. Today is week 3, day 3, and today is all about upper body strength. So we're going to be training the muscles that help us to push, pull, carry, and stay capable in everyday life. So we'll start with a quick warm-up. We're going to do some arm circles, followed by some shoulder rolls, and we'll do some light punches. And no, you're not allowed to actually punch somebody. That's not allowed. So start with some small circles, gradually get larger. Make sure you got space. I'm afraid of hitting the wall behind me. I have to back up so that I'm in frame and go forward. Starting small, gradually getting bigger. And down. Okay, let's do some shoulder rolls. So just front to back, just make a nice big circle with your shoulders. We're gonna do both directions, so which way you start doesn't matter. All right, let's switch directions. So back to front. Get those muscles nice and warm and loose. All right, last thing we're going to do to warm up is a chest opener. So take your hands, clasp them behind your back, and just gently lift out away from your back. Hold that for a few seconds. Back down, shake it out. We'll do another one. Shake it out. We'll do another one. And one more. All right, shake it out. We're going to get right into the main workout. Grab some water if you need to. We're going to do 5 moves as always, and we'll do 2 sets of each of the 5. We're going to start with some wall push-ups. Start with your feet hip width apart, about 3 feet away from the wall, maybe more if you can, and place your hands on the wall about shoulder height and gently lower yourself to the wall and push back out. We'll do 10 of these. Keeping your back as straight as possible. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. We'll do some upright rows next. You can either use weights or you can use resistance bands if you prefer. If you have the ones with the handles, that is preferable. Otherwise, if you don't have anything like that, just follow along and just mimic the movement. So we'll start with feet about hip width apart. We're going to bend our knees slightly and hinge forward at the hips slightly. And we're just going to bring the weights up and slowly back down. The key here is controlled, deliberate movement. I think that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. You can keep the weights in your hands because we're going to do some overhead shoulder presses next. So again, start with your feet about hip width apart, and we'll start with our arms at our sides, palms facing inward, and then we're just going to do an overhead. And when we get overhead, you're going to turn your palms forward. In just a nice, continual, controlled motion. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep your legs straight, but don't lock your knees. That was 7. Here's 8. 9. And 10. All right, let's put the weights down and kind of rest for a few seconds, grab some water, and shake out your arm muscles for a few minutes. I know I said a few minutes, I actually meant a few seconds. Sorry about that. We don't get a few minutes. You can take a few minutes in between sets if you need to. But let's get back into it. We're gonna do some hammer curls. So again, with the weights, start with your arms at your sides, palms in, and we'll just raise and lower. Again, deliberate, controlled movement. You want to control the motion on the downward. That's what helps build the muscle. That's what helps us get stronger instead of letting gravity take it down. Lost count. Let's call this 6. I realize it's probably more than that, but extra credit. That'll be 8, 9, and 10. All right. Put the weights down. We're going to do some light punches. So I'm actually going to use these wrist weights. They're 2.5 pounds, so nothing crazy, but just to get a little more resistance. Certainly not required. It's completely optional if you want to use some light weights, but again, not required. So this is going to be just what it sounds like. We're just going to do some light punching. And please make sure you're clear of any people, walls, pets, bosses, mother-in-laws. I'm just kidding. Let's just do this for about 30 seconds. So I think we're probably about halfway. Let's do 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now you can take a couple minutes if you need to. Grab some water, shake it out, and then we'll get right back to it. We'll do the second set. We'll do a quick cool down and I'll let you go. Set number 2, here we go. We'll start with those wall push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Get ready for those upright rows. This time we're going to do 12 instead of 10. Slight bend in the knee, pitch forward at the hip, keep your back straight, and lift up. Slow, controlled, deliberate movement. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, great job. Way to stick with me. Next up, that overhead shoulder press. So feet about hip width apart, palms facing in, and in one continual movement, we're going to go above our head, palms forward. 2, we'll do 10 of these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, make it the best one, 10. All right, great job. So we'll keep the weights in our hands for a set of hammer curls. So we'll do 12 reps of these this time. So weights at your side, palms facing inward, and slow, controlled movement. Lift the weights up. It's 3, 4, 5, 6. You're halfway through. You can do it. 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. You got it. 11 and 12. All right. Awesome job. Awesome job. Put the weights down and we'll do those light punches again. Again, if you've got light weights, by all means use them. If not, just do the punches without weights. So we're going to do 30 seconds, give or take. About halfway done. And 30. All right, you can put the weights down. We're going to do a quick cool down and we'll get you on your way to your day. Today's cool down, we're going to start with a shoulder stretch. So grab your right elbow with your left hand and gently pull it across your body just until you feel a nice gentle pull, nice gentle stretch. Cool downs and warm-ups too, for that matter, are so important. You know, we don't always want to do them because, you know, we're feeling tired and we just want to get back to work or we want to get on with our day. Just don't want to take the time, but believe me, you'll mitigate so much soreness and stiffness after a workout if you do a proper cool down. One more each side. And then next we're going to do some arm swings. So I like to do these, it just feels good. I just kind of bend over, pitch forward at the hip a little bit, and I just swing my arms back and forth. Really gets your blood flowing. This will really help get that lactic acid started moving away from your muscles. When it pools in your muscles, that's what it is that causes the soreness and the stiffness. So the more you can do to move it away, the better you'll feel tomorrow. Okay, last thing we're going to do is that chest opener that we did in the warm-up. So clasp your hands at the small of your back and then just gently lift out away from your back. And down, shake it out. Shake it out. We'll do one more after this one. Shake it out. Last one. All right, give yourselves a hand. That was a tough workout, but you made it through. Awesome job. I'm so excited that you are here with me today. Remember, building muscle matters so much more as we age, because if we don't use it, we lose it. True story, backed by data. So every rep that you do today is helping you support your metabolism. It's helping your bone, protect your bones, and it's protecting your independence. And that's what this is all about. So I'll see you back here tomorrow for week 3, day 4. And tomorrow we're going to do what I call active recovery. I'll see you there.